fucks? It's the Jays, and we're back for another episode of Chillin' with the Jays podcast. And it is one of your hosts, it's Don Provolone, Steve Myers. We are back. And yo, I am joined by the big guy himself. He did the mocap for Michael Myers, Jason, Maniac Cop, Rawhead Rex, and the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? And Mike Wazowski and Monsters Inc. And here he is.
Yo, yo, bro. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Juan, a man of many aliases, a man of many job descriptions, a man that's played big people. And I think, wasn't Mike Wazowski the one eyeball guy?
No, he was the big blue monster.
All right, so it makes sense.
The main character, like the main character of the pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Main character in my movie. You're right.
Yeah.
What's happening, everybody? Yeah, dude. Happy Halloween. Happy fucking Halloween. Halloween's going to be tomorrow for the people hearing this podcast. That's kind of dope.
Yep.
Bro, are you a Halloween type of person?
Nah, fuck out of here, yo.
Yeah, bro. Neither am I.
I'm straight, yo. I am straight. Like, I am so straight. Like, I don't even have the light on around this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing. You come to the door, I'm going to give you like a stapler, 1 carrot. You know what I mean? Tell you to get the fuck out of here, you know? And is that your dad? Fuck him. You know,
handing out individually wrapped cheeses, just like yo, take that crap and get the fuck out.
Slapping it right on their foreheads too.
There you go, princess. Yeah, man.
Nah, man, I'm not into it. Definitely not. I never really was either. Like even as a kid, like went out here and there, but I always thought it was kind of whack, to be honest with you. Like because I wasn't really a candy motherfucker for some reason. Yeah. I wasn't really a candy guy. I don't know why, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm not a big sweets fan. I wonder if that's sort of part of the reason why Halloween ain't my thing. But little by little, seeing other people get into it, I'm appreciating it more. I'm very surprised, especially, I don't know if it's an East Coast, West Coast thing, but people out here fucking love their Halloween. Like, people go all out. Yesterday, our company
I can imagine
had
over there
a Halloween party, and bruh, like, they basically turned the whole parking lot into, like, a whole, like, swamp monster fest.
Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, straight up. So I don't know. People get really into it. I'm not too much of a fan. I do my work behind the scenes. I am the murderers, the mocap killer.
Yeah, word. So nah, definitely either, man, definitely. But shout out to our boy Mike, the fireman, because his ass went to some fresh off the plane from coming back from DR. He went to like a Halloween party within 24 hours of being back. And he went as Eazy-E.
He went as who?
Eazy-E.
Oh, for
yeah, he had the whole outfit on, yo. I'll have to post it up there and show you.
Yeah,
he had the Jerry curl juice. He had the fitted on that said Compton. He had the button up with the West Coast look. You know what I mean? With the shades, he went all out, yo. Went all out.
Mike could do it. I mean, let's be real. He should have gone as Carl Weathers, but.
I don't know what the fuck his problem is. I've been telling him to do that for years. You know what I mean? There's not much of a costume needed. You feel me? He just needs to put on like either the Uncle Sam shorts or put on like the Predator Army outfit and just walk around. And people are going to know.
Dude,
you know?
That is one guy who likes to deny his lineage. Mike, if you're hearing this podcast, Carl Weathers, you know who your father is.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. You got a son out there. Stop fucking around, man. Like you could, something's up, man. They look way too alike.
And Carl Weathers, if you listen to this podcast, which you should be, your son is out there fucking going to Dominican Republic.
Yeah, flying around and shit. Hot tub pics and palm trees and shit.
Hot tub pics and palm trees. That's a good look, though. That's a good look. Yeah,
that's living life. That's living your life right there.
Yeah, man. But, yeah, so Halloween is what Halloween is and shit, bro. But yo, what's popping up? What's popping? What's current? What's going on these days? We got let's just fucking address the elephant in the building for a couple of gamers like us. Red Dead Redemption. The Duce is out there. It's got me walking around the house saying shit like a cowboy. I'm talking to myself, making my own narratives, like in the shower, like scrubbing under the arm, being like, I got your ass right here. You know what I'm saying? Wow, man.
Word.
Give me your thoughts on motherfucking Red Dead Redemption 2. Man.
Red Dead, man, is obviously a banger.
Yeah.
It is gotta be hands down probably at least in the top 3 games, not even just that genre of games, like games of all time for me, man. It's like, back in the day when you get the Game Informer magazine and shit like that, and you would see like dope ass pics of a game, how it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
I feel like Red Dead finally got where it's supposed to look. You feel me?
Totally.
And how it's supposed to move and how it's supposed to play. I think they finally grasped it. You know what I mean? How a video game is really supposed to be played. And it's raw. It's so raw, man. Definitely better than GTA.
Totally.
But if GTA, when they make the next GTA with this same engine,
which they will.
Yeah, you know they're gonna. They're already
ass.
like in the talking about GTA 6 and shit, trying to go back to like Vice City. But
That's tough.
Yo, right now that game is definitely better than any GTA I've played. Any kind of roaming around open world, I'm gonna try to do what I want, but run into a couple glitches and get pissed off game. You know what I mean? Definitely, man. Everything about it, bro. You know, and I'm not even like a guy that's like a Western type of dude. Like, I don't
seriously same.
That time period of life in that area of the country never really appealed to me. You know what I mean? Or those type of movies, even. You know, like Clint Eastwood. What's the other? Fucking John Wayne.
John Wayne. Yep.
You know what I mean? All these cats like making these westerns. Like, I never appealed. Never like any. You know, a recent shout out to Christian Bale for doing this recent kind of a western. Hostels on Netflix.
Okay, copy that.
There's definitely check that out. But yeah, man, I never was a part liked it. But Red Dead, I'm like into it because I guess it's because of the freedom, bro.
It's like the freedom and the feel. I'd say like that game is, and it's like, let's be real. Going back on what you were saying, the game, the way that it's supposed to look. I mean, the game looks awesome. Like the level of detail in the game is so. There's so much detail is that you're forced to be immersed. Like you don't escape that world. Like
no. You really appreciate it.
Absolutely,
you really appreciate it.
So I think that's probably what it is. It's like now you're not just like watching a movie or reading about it. Like you're immersed in it and in their stories. And Rockstar, obviously, we know their writers are fucking amazing writers.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Feel, those characters, I feel each and every one of those characters. But I mean, kind of once again going back to what you were saying about how it's supposed to look, and this is a game, bro. Like, because I got the hard copy of the game, and home
Beast
it's 2 DVDs
because of the load.
Yeah, man. Like, homie, this is the first time in a long time that I got that Final Fantasy feeling where I opened up the case and there's 2 discs in there.
That's power move.
Yeah, man. The first disc is like 60 gigabytes of information. It's not even like the starting of the game. You got to install that, and then it tells you to put the other one in to finish the install and play the game. That's raw. I'm very happy to see, and I think you were alluding to this, the ability of their development team to really say, guess what we can do with this piece of hardware, with the PlayStation 4. We can provide this. And this is probably, if you're going to make a next-gen game, or I guess current-gen game, this is how you do it, man. It's, by all means, bro, by all means, it's beautiful. The music, like the soundtrack is dope. It's not like overly anything, man. Like everything feels right, yo. Like everything is such like a well-oiled machine in that game that when you're in there, it's still dope. I gotta, at the end of the day, though, horses are always a challenge in video games, and this game, nonetheless, has those weird little moments on the horse where you're kind of like trying to take that left because you got wolves on your ass, and you're just, it
ain't working.
Yeah,
or you end up just going in a circle right quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, have you ran into a tree yet?
Bro, I completely ran into a tree.
Dramatic, yo. First time it happened, I was like, what? Because I thought it couldn't happen because I was doing it so smooth for so long. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I tried to gun it out of the camp. And then, that's whoa.
All right, bitches, I'm
ACL all snapped up and shit. You ain't going nowhere, yo.
Now you got to play with the torn ACL, trying to survive in the winter.
Yep, with the Levi's, I feel you.
My man got the Levi's jacket. I'm pretty sure.
Yo, you know
what's up?
Yo, you know what I haven't before I forget, yo. Before you know what I haven't figured out how to do?
What's that?
Because you know you have to when you like say if you go kill an animal, you gotta skin the motherfucker and put it on the back of your horse and either sell it or bring it back to the. Have you got to the camp yet?
I haven't gotten to the camp. I'm still I'm still in chapter 1 because I know there was a chapter 1.
I don't want to spoil it for you. Anyway, you get blood in your clothes, you have to wash it off. Right. Because I guess the way the NPCs react to you in the towns, they don't they look at you as a hostile because you got blood all over your shirt or your jacket, which is bullshit. A bunch of pussies, if you ask me. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying?
It's just a little blood.
Just a little blood, but I don't know how to wash it off.
Oh, bro, you got to go to the river.
I think that's what you do. I was thinking that Rockstar did some type of smooth way where you just gotta there's a button or you gotta go back to your camp and you really have to do it. You wash it even because you have to shave in the game too. I didn't know that. You have to shave.
Yeah, definitely got it.
You know what I mean? They don't want you having the dick hair beard. You want that shit groomed. You know what I mean?
That's a choice.
So I didn't know how to. I think the only 2 ways to do it. I figured it out. But I feel like it's not the way because it was like a little out of the way to do it. So I thought maybe there's like a quicker way. Was you either walk into a stream or you have to just change your outfit and then you change it right back. And for some reason, the blood is gone.
Is that? Oh, yeah. Is that how it works?
You feel me? I don't know if that's like the way to do it or it's like a side way that you just happen to happen. You feel me?
For sure.
Like I don't know if it's the actual way.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet as far as the need to wash blood off of my clothes.
Yeah, well, you gotta kill these. You gotta kill some animals, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta.
I mean, it's super dope. Oh my god. I mean, once again, that just goes back to the details of this game. It's just
hell yeah,
it's dope.
man.
And the funny part, I thought was gonna be that it was gonna be tedious. Because when they started showing that little release movie on the features in the game, like, you're going to get muddy, you're going to have to wash your ass, you're going to have to shave, make sure your shit's clean if you're trying to talk to all these people. And I was like, damn, bro, like, these motherfuckers are giving me the Cowboy Simulator of the year. But it don't feel like that. Like, I feel
man.
It's like, yo, those are things, but there's so much to it that I just guess that the fact that you can speak to so many people gives you a reason to do those things. Because I know in other games they try to pull that shit off, like you gotta do this, you gotta handle these little menial tasks, and it's like, for what? Now it's like, this is why, because you're not gonna go walking up the street today and smell like ass trying to be like, hey man, where's the nearest Walmart? People
I mean, Walmart is the place to go for some reason if you do smell like ass. I've seen some pretty crazy shit, man, in Walmart. You know what I mean? Like literal shit. I've seen shit.
Walmart got
somebody took a shit all up inside it, like an aisle, like did like a trail of shit.
That's wild.
I'm serious. These fucking blood. These prices are not low. You know what I mean? I shit on you, motherfuckers.
And then there's shit. Did you see that
from Target?
Did you see that report from Disney saying that they have to clean up dead ash, like people's ashes, because there's so many people that go to Disney World and Disneyland and spread the ashes of their deceased family members.
Yeah, they need to chill. They need to chill with that though. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
That fucking dust.
Yeah, man. I personally think that's disrespectful of somebody you supposedly loved, and you just taking their ashes and just throwing it into the fucking sky like they ain't shit. You know what I mean?
What if that's what they wanted?
Me personally, I wouldn't do it. I put it somewhere nearby me, so I can always be, they close can quote unquote be with you. You feel me?
Totally. Plus,
I would tell them I'm gonna, but I wouldn't do it to keep it real. Regardless of what that sounds like, I'm not gonna go throw somebody's ashes into an ocean or some shit and just let them be lost into the water. You feel me?
Don't get lost in the high seas, Spirit. Don't do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't do it, man. But anyway, back to fucking Red Dead.
Okay.
We segued into Red Dead to actual dead.
Yeah, we did.
And I don't plan on going anytime soon, at least. You know what I'm saying?
So we'll get to that bridge.
Let me watch Avengers first before I... But I had a chance to play Odyssey and Red Dead pretty close together. Yeah. So I really had to compare them. You feel me?
Got you. Okay.
And Red Dead is like a whole different caliber. Like you play Odyssey. Odyssey's dope. It is dope because like I like the Mediterranean feel, obviously, versus the cowboy feel any day of the week. I wish that Odyssey had the Rockstar's backing when they made it. But everything down to the horse riding, down to the swimming, down to the open world. Because I'm a little farther ahead than you are in Red Dead, so I got to break away from the campaign, like Red was story mode, and do what I want to do for a little bit. And to compare the two, man, and it's night and fucking day, bro.
Interesting.
Night and day. Odyssey's dope, but you can't even put them in the same umbrella. They're the same type of game. You feel me? They're in the same caliber of game. Yeah. Different time periods, obviously, but they're the same type of genre. And Odyssey is like a game that came out on PS3, and Red Dead is a game that came out on PS5. You know what I'm saying? Everything about it.
You know, it's funny that you say PS5 because, and now we've got Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not worried, but I'm kind of foreseeing this thing happening where, from all sort of reports, it seems like PlayStation 5 will be coming out in 2020. Puts that at 2 years. Do you think they're going to release the GTA 6? The same way they did 5, where it's like it was a PlayStation 3 release and then they remade it for the PlayStation 4. Like, will we be getting GTA 6 at the end of the PlayStation 4 life cycle?
No.
You think so? You think they're going to make it for PS4? Or you think they're going to make it for PS5?
If they're going to make it anytime soon, it's going to definitely be on a PS5 because it wouldn't. Any game company, it wouldn't make any sense to make a game of that caliber this close to the end of the cycle and then have to make another version or make two at the same time. I feel like that would take away from the quality of the game somehow, because then the staff would have to work extra hard on one thing and the other thing, and they're gonna be fucking up some of the actual quality of the game. You feel me?
I forget how long it was between when they dropped GTA 5 on PS3 and then when they did the re-release for PlayStation 4.
It was about like a year and a half or so.
Okay. So
it was like a year and a half or so, and like right now, Rockstar, like they don't even have like a shred of evidence that they're actually coming out anytime soon. And they just came out with this fucking banger of a game, so they know they can just kind of chill out. Definitely. I'm pretty sure they are working on GTA 6. Like there is a team doing a little, team.
I believe
getting some shit popping off, getting some ideas and things like that. Because those type of games are gonna be a banger, but like it would not make any sense. And I have faith in a company like Rockstar to do the right thing. You feel me? Because that wouldn't make no fucking sense, bro. Like not even the least. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus the development cycle for this game was 7 years. So that put that, if they started development say last year, because that's how they be overlapping development schedules. That puts it at, I don't know, what's 7 years from last year? 2024.
What, from last year? Yeah.
So
no, no way, bro. Definitely not. And right now, even right now, GTA 5 is, I think it's like one or two of the most popular online games to play. So like they really don't need to. They got Red Dead, they got GTA 5 crushing the game right now.
Yeah, and
it wouldn't make any fucking sense. It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, and we still have yet to get the Red Dead Online. So who knows how much support?
No way, man. And you'd already know. I would say by like maybe the summer of 2019, I'm pretty sure game companies are gonna start not even really pumping games out like that for the PS4. They're gonna want to put some new technology. They're gonna want to make games more serious. You feel me? Especially after a game like Red Dead, I feel like that game just said fuck you to every game that came out before it.
Yeah, I mean,
like look what you could have did, but you didn't do it.
You didn't. Do
what I mean? You can't even apologize, because if you were gonna be sorry, you would have did it already. It's like,
don't say you're sorry if you know you're gonna do it again.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's tough to see, but it makes me mad at the same time, because the technology's obviously there. It's not like it's some unthought of thing. Like let's say if PS1 came out, you just knew in your mind it couldn't look too serious yet. You feel me? But like I feel like Red Dead is the first next generation game that we've always been waiting for already. Yeah. So the technology was there. So like, where the fuck was it? You feel me?
In development.
Why no other game looks like this or plays like this? Like, and it's the same technology that's been out already.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they've been able to see what the I think they have to be the game company that probably spent a great amount of time with the PlayStation 4 development kit. And they were like, this is what we can do. Like, they took that time. So I'm happy that they did because, like you said,
definitely
it gets other game companies, down that road. I don't know how fun Death Stranding is going to be. I still don't understand what that game is going to be. But knowing how Hideo Kojima works and seeing how he's pushed the limits of every PlayStation before this one, I'm curious to see how he approaches and what limits he pushes on the PS4, because I think that'll be another game that we're going to be seeing a hell of a lot of. What the hell? How did you guys accomplish this? And why is it that no one else has done this? Well, at the very least,
it's called use a PC.
Anyone else but Rockstar, because I'm telling you, man, the 2 discs. That's some fearless shit, bro. They were like,
that's a power move, especially this day and age. That's a fucking power move right there.
This day and age. That means like every unit they have to spend extra money on a second disc, because that's money that's an upfront cost. Like, it's not just one DVD you got to put that shit on. You got to put it on 2.
Yeah, and one, because they come on Blu-ray disc, and one Blu-ray disc is $25. Ooh. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure they're getting it in bulk, but still, that's.
But still, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money. I'm pretty sure they got it. I don't feel bad because I know that company has mad money. They've been making fucking games for a long time now.
Great games.
But I do definitely appreciate what they did as a consumer and a player of games for the last fucking 2 decades. Yeah. And I read some articles from like employees, like they put out some shit and they were like, man, we were having anxiety attacks every day. I never hated working for a game company so much. You know what I mean? They were killing us, and they were like, I just hope everybody just appreciates the content. You know what I mean? And there's not too much hate out there because we really were forced to go hard on it,
Yeah. That's been not a touchy subject for me, but that's been a subject that's been like, because that's like in regards to the crunch time where you got to put in all of these hours.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of on the fence about that, in the sense of being part of a production schedule and having been there, and because there's employees that are saying that, and then there's other employees who are down with that. Like, that's just how they they want to produce a great product. So
I would be down with it.
They put in the hours. Let alone the fact that they're also getting paid. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I believe that I'm sure that there are game companies out there that take advantage of artists, and they basically run them into the ground without a care, because there's producers out there and people who don't give a fuck. I don't know how Rockstar is and how their management team is. But my sort of spider senses when it comes to that is like when there's like this, not conflicting, but there's the same amount of people saying that they were forced to do. Well, I don't think they were saying they were forced to do it, but they felt like they were forced to do it because there were all of these tasks and deadlines that they had to meet. And then there's another side of artists that are like, yeah, man, I put my blood and soul into that. I'm going to work that much to do that. I think at that point, it's not so much the company as it is the person and the artist. Because I know that, at least in my experience, there's artists that I work with who go hard in the paint. Like, it's like, you got to tell them, go home, bro. Like, go wash your ass. Like, do this, because you're not going to get any further. I'm of the type of way of, I'm not going to put in extra hours, because there's going to be a diminishing return. If I do a 10-hour day and now I'm entering into my 11th hour or my 12th hour, and it's been like that for like 4 days, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm probably not going to be putting out as much great work if I don't, versus going to bed, doing just a 10-hour and then going home and letting the company know and management know, look, man, I'm fucking tired. Let me go home, handle my shit, and I'll come back fresh. At least, and this might be my experience, and so I really can't completely apply that to other people. But in that sense, in that way of working, I believe like there is management out there that's kind of like understanding of that. Once again, I don't know what the management team is like at Rockstar, and I think the conversation needs to go to them and to see how that goes. Will we ever see that? I don't know. But I think like multiple employees saying multiple different things falls on the employee and how they work and how much of, kind of like how brave are you and how much do you believe you need your rest and how much conviction do you have? Like, look, man, I understand that you need this like tomorrow, but I'm not going to get anywhere being here. So I'm going home, How much of it is that where you're the one saying as the artist, I'm done here. Let me take a breath. And then, of course, what is management saying in response to that? The one thing that I do understand, though, is feeling afraid that you're going to get fired for having that mentality. But in that case, it's kind of like, yeah, we're getting paid. But if you really feel like you're being taken advantage of, get out of that situation. I mean, like, I know for some people that's very hard to do and admit, like, how am I going to leave this job? But if you feel like you're getting taken advantage of, just go, There's going to be opportunities. If you're a great artist with a great personality, protect yourself, So, I don't know. That's been an interesting subject because I've been seeing that a lot. I see a lot of, game blogs and game magazines, honing in on this idea of, not this idea of crunch, because crunch is real. Let's be for real about that. But I think that there needs to be not a overarching blanket statement that companies are there to run you into the ground. You're always going to deal with crunch, and that has to be fixed. The only way to really fix any of that shit is that you, as the consumer, if you are a gamer, don't be a fucking dick and demand your games I need my game now. I need this shit now. Where is this game company? What the fuck are you? Why am I waiting for your game to come out? Because it's the consumer that's driving companies to say this is the date that we're releasing shit. Now you have workers having to meet that deadline. So I think it's going to have to start with the consumer has to help out with this idea of crunch. Fucking relax your need to have a game. Just enjoy the shit that you got. Also, go outside for a little bit. Jog.
Mm-hmm. I support that one.
Right? So
I feel you, man.
Yeah, bro.
I feel you. Yeah, I could totally understand where you coming from, because who knows, man? Who knows if these articles are even real, bro? You feel me? I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I know I've heard of companies, putting out fake reviews on their, like, they'll have their own employees put reviews on their own products.
There's a lot of fucking
mad people doing it too to make it seem like they're actually reviewing it. You know what I mean? But in reality, nobody really bought the fucking shit. I feel you, man. And I think every job is like that to a degree, basically in the sense of making you feel like you better do this.
Yeah.
I know you got a life after this outside of this building, but this is your life. You know what I'm saying? On the low, they kind of slip that in there, like, this is a business. Yeah. So if you want to stay in this business, you better shut the fuck up and do it. And I'm pretty sure there was some of that to a degree.
I believe it. To
a degree, because at the end of the day, we ain't slaves. We getting paid.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah, we might be getting undercut. Some people get overpaid, aka all athletes and musicians get overpaid for what they really do. But I'm pretty sure they either get most likely underpaid, developers and animators, underpaid most likely, but still you're getting paid for a service. And I would be down with that crunch, with that, you know what I mean? Cause I'm doing something of worth. I'm hustling. I'm fucking killing the game right now. Obviously the company's paying me for overtime because they can't keep me out here 100 hours in 1 week and not pay me some OT. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
They are paying me like double time. Most of the time it's like double time and a half. So I'm getting my regular hourly or whatever you get paid, and then you're getting paid that and then a half, per hour. You know what I mean? So I'd be fucking down with it, bro. I'd be down with it. And whatever, the whole point of me saying that before was that I just appreciate how hard they went.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? I'm not an artist type of guy. You know what I mean? I wish I was, because I'd love to paint some shit and be painting butt naked when I had a girl come through or something like that and take a look at this bitch. But I'm like, damn, man, this is beautiful right here.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? This is a good looking ass game, man, and they really showed the potential and what really could have went down. I'm just pissed off that it pretty much waited until the end of the cycle for it to really show its true potential. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's fucked up. It's like a prize fighter you knew that was kind of good, but they about to retire next year. and they just knock out everybody. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go out in a flurry.
Yeah, but you know I'm retiring though, so don't get too excited. You feel me?
Straight up.
But you know what? Pissed me off about the next. Before we jump into something else or something, before I forget, I wanted to talk about this. Is that I was reading some details in the PS5 because they've been leaking some shit. Obviously, I don't know if it's real. It could be this motherfucking Jeff from Des Moines that keeps popping up like usual in all our podcasts because he knows everything. He thinks he does. You know what I mean? And pretty much they're saying don't expect too much of a leap in technology from this PS4 to the PS5.
Got you.
Because it's going to eat into their pockets too much. If they go put too much hardware in the PS5, like you said, diminishing returns. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they put too much into the PS5, they're not going to be profiting too much.
Yeah.
You know? Yep. So don't expect too much of a dramatic leap between the performances of the two.
Yeah. And I'm curious to see if they're going to go with this whole thing like Google had. Like, did you see how was it Google? I believe it's Google. That they had their streaming service, Stream Odyssey. Like, you can go to your web browser and play that game through the web browser. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if now, like, that's something that they're going to embrace. Because if that's the case, I'm pretty sure they could save some costs. Like, you don't need the dopest graphics card in your PS4, in your PS5 rather. I think at that point, where they need to put their money in is the network card. Like providing a very dope network card in the PS5 that can handle like high rates of data coming in and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm pretty, I'm not saying I'm like a developer of any mass production of a product, but it seems very common sense. I am a gamer for years now. It seems like a very common sense thing to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Put a very powerful ass graphics card, a network card in it, or if you make it so you can add your own video card, something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
If you want to make it look better, it's up to you. You can do something to it.
Yeah.
You could spend the money to make it look better instead of just this is what it is. Shut the fuck up. You're not going to do anything else. Just shut up and play it and be quiet.
Would you like the PS5? Because recently I installed an SSD onto the PlayStation 4. And that was really dope. The performance on starting up games, going to menus and games has sped up significantly relatively speaking, significantly. Like it's not like things are just like a snap of a finger, but it's less seconds to access things. Would you like a PS5 that has the ability to almost act as a PC would, where you could upgrade different parts? Or would you be like,
I think that'd be the best option for everybody because you have the option to leave it the base. Mm-hmm. The games will perform. They will look good. They will look, they will look how they're optimized to play. But if you personally, as the consumer, want to make it look better, it's up to you in your own pockets to do that. You feel me?
Yeah.
We'll give you the instructions how to take whatever's out in it and put what you want in it. Mm-hmm. But hey, listen, it's going to void the warranty. You know what I mean? Just to let you know, you can't rip our video card out, fuck yours up, putting it back in. Now you can't use it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then call us up. Hey, what the fuck happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I bought this $500 video card and they won't even turn on. Yeah, sounds like a you problem, sir.
Yeah.
Anything else I can help you with? You know what I mean? That's how that conversation should go.
Sounds like a you problem. Son of a bitch.
Wouldn't that be dope though? Like you could play the base model, but it's up to you personally if you want to upgrade it.
Fucking A. It'd be kind of cool. Like, I'm not the biggest finances business type of dude, but I kind of wonder what sort of deals could come up from that. You know what I mean? Like, now you could open up the possibility to work with different hardware developers. Maybe Sony goes to AMD and now it's like, we're going to be introducing this video card that's completely compatible with the PlayStation 5. And they have video cards that have the PlayStation logo on it. And then they get to mix and share in that money and in those profits. You know what I mean? I wonder how business for them would go, where you can start developing and creating these cool deals.
Sounds like more money to me, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? For everybody, some type of sponsorship deal, a little piece of the profits, whatever, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It'd be some way, somehow, that'd be pretty dope. But I think that'll be the best. I think that's the future, personally. And if they're not gonna be putting 1070i's or TI's inside these consoles, we're never gonna see a dramatic leap in performance. You feel me? They're gonna just put whatever they can like at a minimum level to make it seem like we're upgrading, but you're not really up. It's like kind of going from one iPhone to the next.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it's gonna be. Pretty. Yeah, it's cool. It might feel a little faster. The UI might be faster, but in reality, you have the same fucking phone. You know?
That's the truth. I'm rocking my. What is it? I got a 7. I still feel fucking current with my 7.
It don't matter. It really don't matter, man. Unless you're going from like a phone with like a small screen to like a big ass fucking screen. That's the only time you really notice a difference in your phone. Yeah, you know,
you got to wait like 4 generations to really feel like, okay, this is an upgrade.
Yeah. Maybe I should trade in this phone with the cracked screen that I had for like mad long.
Crushing the game, making mad calls. Looking at
mad posts and shit. You know, avoiding that corner of the fucking thing. Just like kind of swishing around it. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, trying not to drop it because you know it might make it worse. Yeah. Because that shit is like $100-something to get replaced, man. You know what I'm saying? I fuck that shit, man. And like if you want to upgrade early, you know they have these programs and shit where you can like bring your phone in, whatever. But if you have like a crack on your screen, they won't touch it. They'll be like, no, you got to get that glass replaced first before you bring it in. So it's like, man, fuck it, man. And it's not even worth it. I'll just wait until the phone is up, until I completely can't use the shit. Or then it's time to like really upgrade where the phone doesn't need to be given to them. I just go in there and get a new phone.
Which I think people should operate like that in a lot of things. Like motherfuckers love to create all this trash from things that still work. It's like, bruh, you can still use that phone perfectly fine. The only thing you worried about is that it doesn't look as cool, you know?
Yeah.
So,
but nobody cares but you.
Yeah, nobody.
Play that right now. Nobody cares but you. You know what I'm saying? So who gives a shit? Just leave it. Works. It works. You know what I'm saying? That's like my laptop won't connect to the Wi-Fi anymore. I guess I got to throw it out instead of like trying to figure out the problem with it. You know what I mean? And then like all of a sudden it works. You know, I might as well throw it out.
I'm done with this thing.
You know what I mean? Something wrong with it. This shit is something obviously wrong with this shit. Won't connect to the internet.
Technology sucks.
Yeah, it's fucking whack, man. Only solution is to drop another 900.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
The only way around this issue is
more money.
I'm getting my check this week, so I guess I'll get that new Apple MacBook.
Yep. My wife gets mad, whatever. I'll clean the kitchen.
What's wrong with your current one? Not enough gigabytes.
Yeah. That's what's going on. When you run out of gigabytes, the internet doesn't connect. That's just how it goes. I call Apple, but they don't know what the hell they're talking about over there. They don't care. I insurance or care insurance, whatever the fuck insurance. They don't give a fuck.
The only insurance I'm got is my own bucks, and I'm going to use them for that.
900. That's all I need. Amazon and 900 is all I need. Fixing my fucking problem.
I got Amazon and 900. Let's go. Fuck Amazon, they're crushing the game, bro.
Man, they killed it all.
Yeah, you know who's starting their own streaming service?
What up?
Motherfucker Walmart.
Go to hell, Walmart.
I read that shit and I was like, yo, they acquired some service. Not a big service because I've never known of this service. There's like independent streaming services out there.
Get the fuck out of here. That's all I can say, man. There's enough.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of here. There's enough, man. Christ. It's already enough. Disney got into the fucking shit now too, man. Taking all our Marvel movies, all our Star Wars and shit going on their fucking rated G ass network. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's rated G as in go somewhere else and watch it because it's whack here. You know what I mean? Because I already know everything's gonna be like no swearing and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm all set, man. There's enough. There's Netflix. There's Hulu. We're good.
And Amazon got
what else can you do? What else can you do? You feel me? It's not like you're gonna be getting newer like movies that nobody's seen yet. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm sure they're gonna go hard on their exclusive because I think they have the Boba Fett or it's like the Boba Fett series. It's one of the bounty hunters. That's what they're gonna.
What network?
On Disney. That's gonna be like basically. They're gonna try to reel people in because they're gonna have an exclusive episodic thing following Boba Fett.
Well, I would because his movie got canceled.
Yeah.
So I would hope because they were gonna do like a solo, but they were gonna do a Boba Fett.
I think what they should look into doing though is that there's so many games that are licensed through Disney because we see EA doing this with Origin, and I know Ubisoft has what is it, Uplay or some I think it's Uplay.
Uplay somewhere else because it don't work here.
But I wonder if a good move for Disney, if they're gonna do that, is to also like put their games on there, like an entertainment, like streaming entertainment, not just streaming like shows and shit, but streaming entertainment. Like I'm gonna now log into my Disney account and play. I mean, Battlefront 2, not the best example because fuck that game, but you know they got some. I think they got some. BioWare is working on a Star Wars game. You know, that might be an interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would be something that would be profitable. I don't know if I like it, or at the very least, maybe if you have the streaming service, you're able to get to the game, play the game. But if you as a consumer don't want the streaming service, you can still buy the game for the $59.99. I don't know. That might be interesting. A whole entertainment streaming service where it includes video games and shows. Because Amazon's proven that if you can get a Prime account and you have access to Amazon Music and Amazon Video, I love Amazon Video. And I don't even have to, I'm paying for it, of course, but it's coming with the Prime account. And I love Amazon Music. I hear mad tracks on Amazon Music. Like, that's a whole streaming sort of service across the board. It might be lucrative. It might not. Who am I? I'm just a fucking guy mocapping Michael Myers.
They don't really need to. They don't really need to. They can get away with that whole service, the music and the movies, with like as just a perk because they already pull in so much fucking money. It's not like they're missing anything. They don't. They wouldn't notice.
Yeah. Not at all.
You know what I mean? They wouldn't notice. It'd be nothing. I'm not a fan of Disney though, because like the way they treat their employees too, especially at a company that is that massive, that old, and how much money they got, and they paying their fucking employees peanuts and shit. You know what I mean? And nah, man, I used to go with a girl that was one of the people inside of the costumes.
Yeah.
And they paid her nothing. Then they fired her ass one time for just nothing. You know what I mean? I don't have that. Disney's very cut. It might be all fucking sunshine and rainbows and Mickey Mouse and, you know, and families and shit with, you know, dads with fanny packs and Monarch 7s on and shit walking through the park. But then you got the employees making $8 an hour, you know what I mean? And getting fired left and right. Very cutthroat company, this Disney. So, and they're just buying like everything. You know what I mean? It's like, who's controlling Disney? The Lord? You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lord is obviously the head CEO. They're buying like everything, like shit that you don't think that would pop up as buyable. Yeah. You know? I'm gonna buy clouds.
Yeah, I got mad shares.
I mean? Yeah, I got mad shares in clouds and air. I'm buying the air. You know what I mean? This just in, Disney bought England. You know what I mean? As a whole, you know, for 42 billion euros, you know?
It's true.
No, I'm not feeling it. They're buying everything, bro. They're like owners of like mad companies now. Like, it's crazy, bro.
And the motherfuckers got dead people's ashes on their streets.
Nah, fuck that
shit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Plus, let alone the fact that they own so many copyrights. Like, they are, I think, the biggest owners of like copyrighted shit out there.
Yeah, they are.
So they're making mad money. It's funny because I'm surprised I haven't seen motherfucking Bernie Sanders doing the same thing to Disney like he did to Amazon, where he was just like, look, man, I'm going to make a federal thing to fuck with you guys if you don't pay your people more. Ended up being that they started getting paid more, which is very dope. But, yeah. I mean, come on, man. Mickey Mouse ain't worth all that.
No, man. And they can pay their employees more, man. You know, it's fucked up. It's all fucked up, man. It really is, especially at a company that's that size and that much money, man. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And there's people that fight that type of shit too. Like, they're like, well, if they pay their employees more, the whole company's gonna go bankrupt.
No.
Suck my dick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So paying your employees like $3 more an hour is gonna close this fucker down with your $150 per person ticket, motherfuckers in here. Yeah. You know, you got to mortgage your house.
And they raise,
you know what I mean,
to go to tickets to get in the park.
Yeah, man. It's right now. It's $120 something to get into Disney. Just a Disney. Like, what the fuck?
Mad money.
And I got to spend money when I'm in there, you assholes. You know?
And there's long ass lines.
Yeah, 3 hours to get on a fucking roller coaster and shit like that, you know, might break down or some shit. Fucking $45 for one plate of food and whatnot. Get the hell out of here, yo.
Stepping on dead people's ashes and shit.
Yeah.
Disney. Well, man, I don't know. Fuck them. Fuck the system. But Red Dead Redemption is there for the things that we love.
Yes.
Any final thoughts? Any closing arguments?
Closing argument would be on some sad shit, depressing shit, important shit. And everybody that has recently lost their lives to shootings again. We're not gonna get into details. It's not our place to be getting into too much details about it, but it's all over the news right now.
Pennsylvania.
And definitely, thoughts and prayers and all that type of stuff going out to people who are affected by it, because that's some sad ass shit.
Yo, real talk, bro. Real fucking talk. It's just nothing but back to back out here, bro. Yeah, man. It's just it's common sense, bro. It's just too easy to get guns. You feel me? It just because if they didn't have access like this to guns, what are they gonna be doing? You know what I mean? You're gonna be up in there like trying to Assassin's Creed, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like you can't. It won't happen. They'll see you coming. So this type of shit wouldn't happen. Exactly. I don't
know. So it's like just guns, man. It's always some pussy ass with some stupid ass idea of
thoughts.
You just need some thoughts. So you about to just randomly wake up one day and be like, I need to kill some motherfuckers because of like the most retarded ass reason, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in jail with a bunch of other dudes because I needed to shoot somebody. I needed to do it.
Whatever.
You ain't proving shit. You're in jail now.
Right.
You didn't do nothing.
Yeah. People lost their lives to you. People who had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, you didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. So what was the point of doing it?
Fly the last of kites, you motherfucker.
Yeah, straight to hell too.
Wow. So.
Yeah, man. So that's the final thought on that one, man. For me, I had to definitely say that. That's some sad shit going on out there, man.
That's crazy. And then we got pipe bombs in the works. What the?
This dude, he's been caught. That guy's been caught.
Yeah. But on some side shit, I know we was about to wrap it up. A part of me, my motherfucking Denzel Washington Manchurian Candidate side of my brain is like, look, because you saw the van that homeboy was rolling with, right? Yeah. Bruh. I mean, it's like either the dude is mad stupid, which is possible because apparently the bombs didn't go off, but they were set to do that, but they never did that apparently. But then there's this van that's really like, that's the fucking guy who would be the guy that sends a pipe bomb, the guy that got pictures of Hillary Clinton and Obama with targets on the side of his van.
What a moron!
Yeah, but it's more. Is it moronic or is it planted? Because that is way too much of guys. Yeah, this is a certified jerk. Look at this overarching evidence of a guy who wants to kill people. Look at his van. It's like, how the fuck you get that van? I don't know. It's a weird story, and I know people are stupid and people would do some shit like that, but it's just like, on top of that, there's a lot of like easy lines pointed to this fucking guy. Like, are there more people?
And that was pretty goddamn quick. That was pretty quick. They got him. You know what I'm saying, man? Within like not even, 2-3 days of it happening? This dude's...
And it's because of one fingerprint on one of the many bombs, I think is what it went down to being. So he got careless with one bomb and put his fingerprints on it. So that's why I was kind of like, this is like a very thin strand.
That is. I don't know, man. How do you get the bombs to the place then? I don't get it.
Like he was able to mail them. Like he got their addresses, put them in packages, and just sent them out through the postal service. Is how it ended up being. But I'm like, I don't know. It just got really close to these people. Like how do you get you could get a package to Obama that quick, that direct? Like, are you? Yeah.
How the fuck how did he get his fucking address? Yeah. How'd you do that? You can't just look up Barack Obama and his address pops up.
Right?
How the fuck did it? With some, I don't know, man. That's some Snowden, Edward Snowden type of shit going on. That guy don't look like he had the Edward Snowden capacity.
Nah. Well, don't get me wrong. I do think he was probably a part of it. He was like the guy that's just like, I get to be a part of something like this. I'll be a part of something like this. But I feel like there's more people out there involved in this than just that fucking guy.
There had to be. There had to be, and I feel like it definitely would make sense if it was in Florida, because anything that sounds real retarded it always starts off with Florida man. It always starts off, every single time, man. Florida man.
Yep.
You know, Florida man did this. You know what I mean? Man, Florida man caught fucking donkeys. Has been, you know, apprehended again.
We caught you, dirty ass, you fucking Floridian.
We got you again for the second time. Not once, but twice in the same year in Osceola County.
He can't keep his dick out of the donkeys.
Yeah, he keeps fucking these farm animals, and when he does it, he says, "I don't give a fuck." Whatever that's supposed to mean. And what I want to know is how you climb on a donkey and fuck it without it trying to fight you. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know how that happens, but
that Florida man figured it out.
He did something.
He also
always some shit.
Definitely voted for Trump. That fucking guy.
Definitely, man, definitely. Before we get out of here, though, we have to. We talked about it before we jumped on here. Shout out to Canada.
Oh, the Marijuana.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Canada for just saying fuck it and just let it happen.
True, man.
It's inevitable. Just let it happen. You feel me? Like, I don't know what the problem is here in the rest of the world. Like, I don't get it.
This is my Joe Rogan side. It's like, it's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah. Why would you get arrested for something that makes you happy?
It comes from the earth, you fuckers.
Yeah. This fucking guy, but shout out, definitely, man. I'm super down for it, man. I've never really sat there and smoked weed, but I never was opposed to it. I never looked at it as, oh shit, man, those are some fucking potheads. You're a loser because you smoke pot. That's your problem.
You're gonna get $0 in life because of that weed, bro.
Yeah, you don't give a shit about nothing and nobody because you smoke the pot.
You're gonna be just like that
marijuana
man,
addict.
Fucking donkeys if you smoke that weed.
Yeah, Florida man caught smoking pot. You know, shit like that. That's what you're gonna be, you scumbag. But I never thought about it that way, man.
Yeah,
it's different because I'd rather be around somebody high than drunk.
Yeah, drunk people are wild.
You feel me? Yeah, man, definitely. You know, for the most part, because most people, you're a cool dude when you drink. But I got some relatives that they unleash the dragon. You know what I mean? As soon as it goes down, we've talked about this before. So, but I've never seen that happen with anybody
on weed
when they're high.
High, bro, that's like opposite.
Nah, man. They just physically can't. You feel me? Even if they are that type of person, it just shuts it down. Like, you know what I mean? That's it. Even if somebody's starting a fight with them, they'll be like, huh?
Look, man, we don't have to go down this road, bruh.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's just play hacky sack and not give a fuck. You know what I mean? So, man, I definitely support that move. And like you've seen, it sold out almost instantaneously. So that can only be good for the economy.
Yeah. We got to get.
You feel me? So why doesn't? And imagine how many people would be smoking weed around here in the United States if it was. I know it's legal out there, but if everywhere was like that, how much money this fucking country would make?
Mad money, and people would be more relaxed.
They would.
There'd be some diseases on top of that because of the medical benefits of that. That it's just, man, it's just dope all around. Like, relax with it. Although, like I was telling you before, before we got on, how Japan is saying that they will, because it's still illegal in Japan. How even if you're overseas, Japan will still have that ass if you're a Japanese citizen abroad smoking the pot.
I would have never. With those motherfuckers out there, you know what I mean? With the constant anime getting pumped out, you know what I mean? There's anime characters. I've seen they were doing restaurants, and you'll just be chilling at a restaurant, and you'll just see fucking Broly walk by. You know what I mean? Shit like that. They're the ones that are tight ass
about the weed.
They ain't tight ass about the costume though. You can't smoke weed, but you could dress up as a character and do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? But you can't smoke weed though. Even if you think you're slick and go to Canada, we're gonna find that ass and we're gonna tax the shit out of it. You know what I mean? You ain't coming back in.
Nope. That's wild shit.
Nah, I hope you like Canada.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you staying your ass over there.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. So
yeah, man.
I want to hit the blunt now. Actually, I like edibles more than I like smoking these days. I don't do a lot of edibles, but I kind of like the edible route versus the smoking route. I've come to like the way that feels. I don't know.
I think it's smooth, man. I think it's smooth.
Smooth.
I think it's smooth, man. I honestly would smoke some weed, But to keep it real, I don't know nobody to get it from.
Yo, that's
to
right.
Keep it real.
You're still in that position out there.
Yeah, I really don't know anybody to get it from. Like I know my barber smokes weed because every time I go in there, he's just blitzed and he's always way too chilling. You know what I mean? Like even he's always talking. You know, like you're supposed to go there and talk to your barber. Yeah. Like if you're that type of person, you know. But this dude wanted to talk to me about his problems and like the shit that would like piss me and you off or make you want to just kill somebody. This dude just talking about like, I don't know, you know, this shit be at my girl. She stole all my shit. She keyed my car, man. Yeah, you know, she threw a bunch of paint inside my convertible. But you know what I mean, man. It's like, you know, this is what bitches do. You know, it is what it is. You live another day.
Oh, man. I'm that Florida man, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man. I'm just trying to chill, yo. But I wouldn't feel like getting it from him. No, I don't know. I feel like something's up. Feel me?
Shifty. It's crazy because
he's kind of skeptic.
Not even 2 blocks that way. Not even 2 blocks that way. There's a dispensary that just opened it up to from like having the recreational card to if you're 21 plus, you could buy the weed. So that's kind of motherfucking
that's
dope.
Banging, man.
It's there.
Damn.
It's there. I might get some because I want some. And I need some.
You should get some today, man. Why you out?
Right, with the Red Dead Redemption going on.
Oh, forget about it, man.
Goddamn animals out there.
Do it, man. Do it.
All right, my brother. Well, I think we are coming upon the hour mark. Yep. It's kind of powerful.
Yeah, man. We're out of here. That is.
Yeah. I will catch you on the video game side, my brother. Everybody out there?
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, man.
The Chillin' with the Jays podcast.com, where you can access all our social media, access all our episodes, and get in touch with the Chicos, the Amigos, the friends, the brothers. Have a good day, people.
Peace.